Special Agent Will Graham.
And my name is Will Graham.
Special Agent Will Graham.
What do you think one of Will's strongest drives is?
Fear.
I'm an old hand at fear.
Will Graham deals with huge amounts of fear.
They say stress raises body temperature. I tend to run hot.
You have a fever.
Maybe you should take an aspirin.
Does anyone have any aspirin? Way ahead of you.
Comes with his imagination.
It's the price of imagination.
What he has is pure empathy.
I can empathize with anybody. It's less to do with a personality disorder than an active imagination.
Nothing he can't understand, and that terrifies him. You know that man whose classroom I walked into months ago?
You were warned against putting someone with Will Graham's issues into the field.
I wouldn't put him out there.
That's correct.
I remember that man.
I want him back in the field. Everybody out. Well, I can see why you have bad dreams. You can assume your point of view, or mine, and maybe some other points of view that scare him.
You're supposed to be my battle.
I am.
Was I'm forced back into the field.
Manipulated would be the word I'd choose. We're ready to go when you are, and you're ready to go now, so let's go.
It's getting harder and harder to make myself look. You're expecting a crime scene.
You ever feel abandoned, Will?
Abandonment requires expectation.
No one's asking you to look alone.
But I am looking low.
You empathize so completely with the killers Jack Crawford has your mind wrapped around that you lose yourself to them.
She was fighting that wrong alone. You're not alone. We are here together.
You can't be her everyone.
I have a habit of collecting strays.
Is she manipulating you, Will? Agent Crawford, you entered into a devil's bargain with Jack Crawford.
You might push the Ripper to kill again.
I have to push, Will.
No, Jack isn't the devil.
When it comes to how far he's willing to push you to get what he wants.
Well, I'd rather he go a little mad than other innocents lose their lives, and I think he would feel the same way.
He's certainly no saint.
Have I misrepresented you, Jack?
No.
Are you okay?
Do I seem different? I thought there was something wrong with me. I feel like hell. I can make myself look, but the thinking is shutting down. So sleepwalking. Thought about zipping myself up into a sleeping bag before I go to sleep.
Do you have a history of sleepwalking, Mr. Graham?
Sounds like a poor man's straitjacket. I get headaches. I am hearing things. I don't know what's real. Not even sure if I'm awake now. I can see and hear better afraid. I just can't speak as concisely. This is bad for me. I fear not knowing who I am. Myself is a little hazy at the moment. I don't care who I am.
You unstable? Too unstable. Do you feel unstable?
I know what kind of crazy I am. This isn't that kind of crazy.
His temperature is 105.
Does Jack know?
That this could be more than a fever, no.
Check myself out of that hospital.
Check yourself back in.
Could this be more than just a fever?
Will is connecting murders that previously had no connection.
Are you saying that Dr. Sutcliffe was killed by Garrett Jacob Hobbs' copycat?
So was Georgia Mansion.
Beyond his involvement in the investigations?
That's right. Why did you speak to her? Will was the last person to visit Georgia Mansion before she died.
He was planning on framing me.
He said he got so close to Garrett Jacob Hobbs. Felt he was becoming him.
And now he has Hobbs' daughter.
She didn't come back with me.
We have to go, Jack.
We found your fishing lures.
4 of the lures are made from materials including human remains.
The human remains of Cassie Boyle, Marissa Shore, Donald Sutcliffe, Georgia Mansion.
I didn't kill any of them.
Will thinks he's being framed for these murders. He's slipping in and out of delusion.
I wasn't sick when Cassie Boyle was murdered.
That's not an argument you want to be making right now.
I know I didn't kill her.
Will Graham, you're under arrest for murder.
You had no control of what you were doing, much less remember doing
You know, in my time, I've seen people broken by the world.
I know who I am.
Never like this.
And somebody, I'm not so sure, is making sure that no one believes me. I know who you are anymore.
Hannibal isn't responsible, Will.
You were just curious what I would do. I don't know who I am anymore.
A psychopath wouldn't be so scared of the truth, Jack.
And I'm afraid I am not the intelligent psychopath you're looking for.
You think he's innocent?
Don't know what I think. Let me help you.
I need your help.
There may very well be another killer.
I want there to be.
You have an idea who that might be?
I do.
Don't say Hannibal Lecter.
I'm saying Hannibal Lecter. He was inducing seizures. I remember that night at Dr. Lecter's. He sent me to kill you, Abel. Who does he have to kill?
Everyone who believed Will Graham about Hannibal Lecter is dead.
Before you open your eyes. Anyone who gets too close gets got. Will is delusional. Doesn't mean he is not right. You will have to kill him.
Well, what have you done?
Fair enough.
He's not a murderer.
He is now.
He asked you to do this.
You told him to kill Hannibal.
He's playing a game and he's not scared. Not anymore.
What's wrong about you?
Oh, you think I'm in control?
I think you are more in control now than you have ever been.
Because you let me question my sanity?
Bill didn't kill any of these people.
Federal prosecutor dropped all charges. I owe you an apology.
I thought you were crazy.
I was an inmate at the Baltimore State Hospital, criminally insane.
Why did Hannibal not just kill you?
Because he he wants to be my friend.
Are you going to try to hurt Hannibal again?
Our last kitchen conversation was interrupted. If memory serves, you were asking me
Would it feel good to kill me now?
if it would feel good to kill you.
You've given that some thought.
Can I come in?
Do you intend to point a gun at me?
Not tonight.
How will you take your life back?
I'd like to resume my therapy.
I need to know if you're going to try to kill me again, Will.
I don't want to kill you anymore, Dr. Lansman.
I don't find you that interesting.
You will.
Now that I finally find you interesting.